What's more motivating than competing at home? After climbing the final ascent with the pack, Alexander Kristoff wins the sprint at Rognan and takes the first stage of this Arctic race. He wins his duel versus DEGENKOLB, who is still looking for a success since his accident early this year. Kristoff wasn't very comfortable on the Tour de France, but today he takes his 8th season success and proves that he will have to be reckoned with for the upcoming races. The most northern race of the season starts today between Fauske and Rognan. The stage is 180 kilometers long, and the first category climb 18 kilometers before arrival could very well prevent a massive sprint finish. Before that, 2 smaller ascents are to be passed, and 7 riders break away right from the start. Amongst them, the former Swiss national road race champion Grégory Rast from Trek Segafredo and 6 other riders with a bit less to show on the Pro Tour, and who hope to shine on the roads of Norway. The pack is led by the local and grand favorite Alexander Kristoff's teammates from KATUSHA, who keep the escapees in check. The breakaways still manage to get a 5-minute lead before falling apart on the Josenhammeren climb, where 2 men handle the 8.7 km long ascent with a 3.5% slope better than the others. Rast and Schillinger from Bora Argonne take off, but quickly Schillinger leaves the Swiss behind, and 20 kilometers from the finish line the German has a 2-minute lead. Yet, after the descent to Rognan, Schillinger is reeled in 4.5 kilometers before arrival, and this first stage will be taken by the sprinters. It's the expected duel between the 2 favorites, DEGENKOLB and Kristoff, and the Norwegian manages to pass the German with great effort on the line to take the first stage of the Arctic race.
Lucky, I was a bit alone in the final, and DEGENKOLB had a good lead out at the end, and Keb was really fast, but his gears was jumping, and then I managed to pass. So it was a little bit lucky for me, and normally I think he did a really good sprint, and I think I would have had a hard time coming past him because he timed it really well, but at the end the gears started jumping, and then then I got fast, so I'm happy.
For 2 months since the Eschborn-Frankfurt race, Alexander Kristoff had to wait for success. Today he beat the still luckless DEGENKOLB on the line, while Danny van Poppel took 3rd place. In the overall ranking, the 3 are also in the top 5. That, thanks to bonification collected throughout the stage, include Grégory Rast and Andreas Schillinger. Stage winner Alexander Kristoff will be riding in the blue-orange leader's jersey tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 198-kilometer-long second stage of the Arctic race between Mo i Rana and Saint-Nazaire will take the pack up north. And even though there's a slight ascent before the final, the sprinters should be taking the stage.